Just adjusting the camera. All right, I want to share with you something, and this is really important. So let me ask you this. What do you think is the most important muscle in your body? The most important organ? Well, most people tend to think about their legs, their hands, but in reality, the most important muscle, for lack of a better word, in your body is your brain. It's inside our heads, so we don't actually see it. The odd thing about it is that you can't really see your brain because your brain is what creates perception in the first place. And so we have this thing in our head that almost all of us inevitably ignore. We talk about personal growth for the soul, personal growth for the body, personal growth for relationships, but so few people talk about actually improving the capacity of the brain. Now, this is what we do know. Everything that you experience in life, how you connect with people, how you perform in school, how you perform at work, how you perform as an entrepreneur, are all dependent primarily on what's going on in your brain. And what if you could develop a superbrain? What if there are methodologies which are rare, not really taught in school, but if you could bring this into your brain, you could think better, you could connect the dots faster. So let me tell you what happened to me. Now, I was not the smartest kid in university. I barely graduated from the University of Michigan. My GPA was 2.54. Any lower and I would have failed. I would basically have not been allowed to graduate. But yet, I was able to do extremely well in life because I decided to hack the way my education worked. And one of the first things I started looking at is ways to improve the way my brain worked. I studied concepts such as how to develop a superpower memory. And I reached a stage where I could remember a 50-digit number backwards and forwards. I reached a stage where I could read a book and literally recite the chapter to you back from memory, almost every key point. But I'm not more intelligent than you are. What I learned is how to use certain devices, certain understandings of how the brain works to improve my faculty of learning. Which is why if you see me give a talk on a podcast or on an interview, the interviewer could ask me about anything, just about anything. And I can connect the dots between all the books I read. And by the way, this is all the books that I have on my desk right now. Every single one of these books, the author is coming to Mind Valley. So I read these books. I have to understand these books because I have to distill the content of this book and turn them into transformational programs that will change your life. But one of the first things I need you guys to do is to recognize that your brain is a powerful machine that you can upgrade. And imagine what would happen if you did. Imagine how your grades would improve. Imagine how your performance at work would improve. And all of this can be learned. You can develop a superbrain. It takes about 30 days, but the methodology that our teacher Jim Kwik has put in place is by far the most powerful in the world. I've been studying accelerated learning since I was 13 years old. At the age of 13, I started studying a guy called Harry Lorraine. He wrote a book called How to Develop a Superpower Memory. I wasn't born with a gifted mind. What I learned to do is to train it. Now you could do the same, and you could do the same for your kids. So what I want you to do is to join me in this week's masterclass with the Jim Kwik. Now, I gotta tell you about Jim. He is the best brain trainer out there. This is the guy who, I was with him when he met Elon Musk, and Elon brought him back in to train Elon's then 5 kids and the staff at SpaceX. Jim has trained so many legendary minds around the world. He's famous for training the cast of Hollywood blockbusters, so you'll see him with just about every major actor out there, and he trains them because if you're an actor, you got to really remember your scripts. So I want you to learn from Jim, and we prepared this masterclass. It's on Mind Valley. It's completely free. Dive in deep with us, and in just 1 hour, you will already up the dial in terms of your thinking. And imagine what's going to happen next. And then if you decide to go further, check out Superbrain on Mind Valley. If you are a Mind Valley member, Superbrain is already in your account. It is one of the most incredible programs you can take, one of the most incredible things you can do for yourself. It certainly helped me with this bunch of stuff on my desk, and I can't wait to see what it'll do for you. So click the link above, join me in this masterclass.